season? The season of Advent. And which Sunday do we wear the rose? The third Sunday of Advent. Good, good. And the second time that the church allows us to use this color rose is when? Fourth Sunday of Lent. I think the choristers. So let us give them a hand of applause. At least they have educated us. There are 2 Sundays where we use the rose color. The first is the third Sunday of Advent, which is the Gaudete Sunday. And also there is the second time is the fourth Sunday of Lent. So in Advent, the third Sunday, and in Lent, it is the fourth Sunday. The church, although we are in sorrowful moment, but yet it calls us to rejoice. Because today we celebrate a Father who is so good and deserving of all our love, who is so compassionate, who is so great in mercy, that whatever or wherever we have gotten to, when we make the amendments of coming back to Him, He is ever ready to receive us. Today we read about the prodigal son. We have heard of this story so many a time, but I want us to take keen attention to certain things. But today our main attention will be on the prodigal son. But before that, let us look at the characters in the story. The first one is the father. The second one is the elder son. And the third is the younger son. Look at the character of the father. Put yourself in his shoes. Supposing your son comes to you and tells you that, Father, I know for sure that you will die. And for that matter, whenever you die, your property belongs to me. I'm the next of him, the next of kin. So whenever you die, everything will be mine. So once you are living now, I beg, divide everything that you have. Give me my share. How are you going to react to such a statement from your son? If I were the man, I would have asked, Grace, what are you asking me? That as I am alive now, I should divide whatever I have and give you your share. Are you Grace? But the father didn't resist the question of the son. He went ahead and gave him all that he wanted. In a second way, when the son had gone and squandered everything, he came back to the father. But before he came back, the father was always on his tower looking to see that his son is returning. He knew for sure that what he has given his son wouldn't be enough. He knows the son that he will not be able to manage what he has given him. And for that matter, there will be a time that he will return. So he was always active. He was always on the tower looking to see that his son was coming. And when one day he went on this height and saw his son coming, he came down from that building and ran to his son. He first embraced him. Secondly, he kissed him as a sign of affection, as a sign of love that he has for his son. He received him, gave him a new look, giving him a new cloth, giving him a ring, giving him a new shoe, to show that no, your former way of life should end. I am clothing you again. I am making you anew. And he also went on and killed a fatted calf for him. That is the character of this father. I don't know if you are such a father. Can you be such a father? The second one is the elder son. He was supposed to have taken that initiative, but he reserved it and worked assiduously for his father. But when the son, having taken his property and left, look at the envy that came to him. He thought that, oh, this time round I am all in all, and for that matter I have no one to share this property with. At a point in time, the younger son came back again. From afar, he was coming from the field. He heard of noise and music and dancing, and he inquired, "What is happening in the house?" They told him, "Your son, your younger brother is back." And the servant who responded, or who gave the feedback, even make it worse. He added that, "Oh, your father has even killed a fatted calf." To his surprise, I think the calf was very dear to him, and he had a very good intention for such a calf. But why should the father kill such fatted calf for the younger son? And he was so, I don't know, he was so angry that he didn't even wanted to enter and make merry with the family. But the father came back again and told him, "Your brother deserves to be restored. Your brother needs to be reinstated, because he was dead and now he's alive. He was lost but now found." The Bible doesn't make us know what went on with respect to the the elder son. We don't know if he went in with his father to make merry or he went away. But the next one, which is meant, or which I want us to take a keen attention, is the prodigal son. How on earth will you go to your father and tell him, I know for sure you will die, and under no circumstance will I die before you? No, I won't die before you. Are going to die before me, and if you die, I am your next of kin. I don't know if that is the reason why sometimes when you want to open an account, or when you want to embark on any business, you are asked to have a next of kin. Do you have to tell him? Hello? I'm asking you, if you have a bank account, or you have any business or enterprise which requires a next of kin, are you supposed to tell the person that, you are my next of kin? Hello? Are you supposed to tell the person? Will you tell the person? But you chose him, or you chose her, that you are my next of kin. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Thinking that if he or she gets the opportunity, he will cut you off. And if he or she cuts you off, everything is now his or hers. And for that matter, although you have chosen him, but the person is not at alone, that he or she is the next of kin. You go to your father telling him this. He took everything and went and squandered everything. He lost it, and now he wanted to return to the father. Today we read from Luke chapter 15. There are three things that this parable, or there are three parables in the chapter, in the 15th chapter of the book Gospel of Luke. The first one is there was a loss of a sheep. The second one was a loss of a coin, and the third was the loss of a son. But if you read these three parables, it makes you understand that the mode and the medium as to how they all got lost was different, and how to recover them is also different. If a sheep loses its way, will it be able to return back to the fold? Hello? Supposing a sheep loses its way from the flock, will it be able to come back? It is an indictment on the shepherd to go in search of that lost sheep. And for that matter, Jesus tells them, if somebody has a flock of 100 and one gets lost, won't he leave the 99 and go in search of the one? It is left for the shepherd to go in search of that lost sheep. In the second parable, which is the lost coin, how does a coin lose itself? It can just fall down and roll and get to anywhere it wants. But for it to come back to the owner, it is highly impossible. what is left to be done? How will it be recovered? It is left to the owner to go in search of it. And for that matter, the Bible makes us understand that the owner has to sweep the room in order to get the lost coin. The last lost is the son. How does a son get lost? And will he be able to identify that he is lost? And how does he make reproach to the father? The sheep and the coin will not be able to come back to the father, but it is left to the son who has the cognition, the thinking faculty to come to realization that I have to return to my father. Although there are three lost, but one of them is very vital, and the son. We also being in the position of the son, we are lost. How are we going to sit down, think about ourselves, try and identify our state of being, realize our actions, and cause for the need for change? Are we ready to do such a thing? Beloved in Christ, today I want us to reflect on the theme, a moment of self-realization. A moment of self-realization. There are three things that we will look into it, and the fourth one, we will take the character of the father and end.